In today's video, I want to bring to you the delusion that Nigerians have, especially when it comes to their relations with other nations. They have this thing of acting like victims, as if all these countries hate them, when it can't be a coincidence that most countries have a problem with Nigeria and Nigerians. But that's a fact that they do not want to accept. Instead, they are going to come with all sorts of reasons as to why people have a problem with them. So without wasting any time, let's jump straight into it.
The UK government said they are going to confiscate millions of properties owned by Africans, especially the majority are owned by Nigerians. So it's a sad state of affairs, but what I'm saying is Nigerians owning land in Nigeria, owning houses in Nigeria, and also going to the colonizers' backyards to own property there. Who else on the African continent can do that?
You know, it's funny to me how Nigerians find so much value with their presence in other people's countries. And it doesn't matter whether people of that country are not happy with the things that Nigerians are doing there, or they are not happy for whatever reason. That thing doesn't register in the minds of Nigerians. They are just happy because Nigerians are taking over a particular country. Nigerians, there's a lot of us in a particular country. It's as if their presence in other people's countries is what they are proud of. It's like they are not proud of being Nigerians in Nigeria, but they derive their sense of self-worth from their presence in other people's countries. So if a country comes out and say we are going to fight against Nigerians like the UK is doing, it doesn't matter why they are fighting. Nigerians are just going to be happy because we are taking over the UK. There's a lot of us in the UK. We are buying properties in the UK. Instead of saying, we are proud because Nigerians are busy buying properties in Nigeria. No. They are happy because Nigerians are busy taking over other people's country. You see what I mean? It's very weird for me.
Which other country? Because if you add all the houses owned by other Africans together in the UK, they are not up to the houses owned and properties owned by Nigerians.
You see what I mean? This man is saying if you are going to add all the properties that are owned by other Africans, maybe Zimbabweans, South Africans, Ugandans, Ethiopians in the UK, if you add all of those properties, they do not even compare to the number of properties that are owned by Nigerians. So that is something to be proud of. You see what I mean? Like, we are proud because we are taking over the UK.
So you might say they have property in their own country. So we know that basically black South Africans don't have property in their country. So Nigerians have property in Nigeria because 99% of properties in Nigeria are owned by Nigerians, black Nigerians.
Apparently, us as black people here in South Africa, we don't own any properties. I guess all our properties belong to white people here in South Africa. So us as the black people, we don't own any properties in South Africa. I wonder where this man gets all of his information. I always say this about this man, that this man knows more about us as South Africa than us. We always learn new things from him every day. So the title deed that I have for my house, it doesn't mean I own my property. The title deeds that all black people have here, this man is saying black people do not own properties. This man is speaking as if he doesn't know South Africa or South Africans. Or he's just trying to act as if we are dumb, trying to paint us negatively when he knows the truth. Black people own property here in South Africa. So people shouldn't be listening to this man just busy spreading false information about South Africa. And he started well speaking about Nigerians. But the reason I wanted to react to this video, I knew, even though I didn't watch it initially, I knew that this man is going to include South Africa in whatever he's speaking about. And what he's going to say about South Africa is lies. He started off fine speaking about Nigeria. Okay, cool. Now he's spreading false information, saying us as black people in South Africa, we don't own any property. He's lying. We own our properties here in South Africa as black people.
So now Nigerians actually leave Nigeria and they decide to go to the colonizer's backyard and acquire millions of properties there. Don't you think the intelligence and the psychology of a Nigerian needs to be studied?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But don't you think the intelligence and the psychology of a Nigerian needs to be studied? It really needs to be studied. It really needs to be studied. People who run away from their country and want to take over people's countries, we must study their intelligence and their psychology. People who are not proud of their country, people who would rather derive their sense of self-worth from their presence in other people's countries, those are the people that we need to study, their intelligence, and their psychology. Hey, I think Nigerians should now be a course, in university, so that we can study their psychology and their intelligence, because hey, they are very smart, very smart people.
That is why I will understand when a lot of aggrieved British citizens and nationals without homes and without houses are saying they don't want Nigerians in their country. This is the reason. And this is the reason why...
Well, I can tell you that this is not the reason. Well, let me not speak for the UK, because I don't know what's happening there by the UK, but I can speak for South Africa, and I can tell you that the reason we don't want Nigerians in South Africa is not because they are doing good things, they are buying properties, and we are afraid that they are going to buy all the properties in South Africa. No. We don't want the Nigerians, we don't like them because they sell drugs, because they run prostitution rings, because they are involved in crimes, because they kill our South Africans every day, because they are damaging our streets, they do not care about our environment, they litter everywhere, they throw waste everywhere, where they are is just total chaos. That is the reason why we don't want Nigerians here in South Africa. Illegal Nigerians. That is the reason why we don't want them. It's not an issue of they are buying properties here in South Africa. Nah, maybe in the UK they don't want Nigerians anymore because they are afraid they are going to buy all the properties. But this man mustn't say even in other countries maybe we are afraid of the properties that Nigerians are buying. Nah.
Reason why other parts of Africa that have issues with Nigerians, that is what they have. The Nigerians are buying properties and taking over.
Well, everything that this man is saying just goes to show the delusion that Nigerians have. If all Nigerians think like this, or most of them think like this, then this is a very dangerous mentality, people. I'm telling you. It's fine investing in other people's countries, buying properties there. That's not a problem. Even foreigners coming to buy properties in South Africa, that's not a problem. But the moment you are going to say people in other countries are fighting against you because you are buying their properties, when you know the truth why they are fighting against you, you are a problem in their country. Then you are going to say, nah, they are afraid because we are buying their properties, and you ignore the real truth of what you are doing in other people's countries. That's a very dangerous mentality. And I don't understand why Nigerians are still interested in this kind of attitude, because we already know that they are involved in nasty things, drugs and things like that. So when they try to act as if they are innocent and they are just doing good business, buying property and things like that, we know. So it's no use doing that anymore. It's no use trying to come up with excuses like this and saying people are afraid because you are buying properties. They don't want you there because you are buying properties. No, they don't want you there because of the things that you are doing. And everyone knows those things now. So you trying to act as if those things do not exist, it's just a waste of time, honestly. It's not helping you in any way. We already know. But what I want to say, whatever the UK wants to do with Nigerians is fine, or whatever their response, the Nigerians, how they are going to respond to the UK is fine. What I want to address is this issue of them spreading lies about South Africa, saying we don't own our properties here in South Africa. That is a concern. That is a concern, because we own our properties here in South Africa. This man mustn't undermine us. He wants people, when they listen to him, to think here in South Africa we are dumb. We let white people dance in the top of our heads. We don't own anything here in South Africa, even our properties. That's just false information that I wanted to bring to your attention. So Please tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think about this whole situation. But if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.